Hi, it's Isabella. Today we are trying Eco Styler hair gel. We're gonna see if this works on my Caucasian, wavy, dry, mixed texture hair type. I'm intrigued about this because it's so affordable. It's more popularly used on afro hair and coily hair types, so I want to see how this works on my waves because so many people love it. However, there has been some concern over the ingredients, so we're gonna have a closer look at those, seeing what's changed in the new formula, as well as seeing how my results hold up to 4th day hair. I've documented my entire hair journey here on my channel, so if you want to find out everything I've learned about hair care, subscribe and watch my videos. So here is my hair before, air dried, no styling, but it is wash day, so it's kind of greasy. I'm using the brand Noughty to wash my hair. I came across it a couple years back when I was researching the curly girl method, and it seems to be a pretty good one for wavy and curly hair types due to its gentle and natural ingredients and no silicone. I also squish the suds from the shampoo into the length of my hair to remove buildup because I use leave-ins and hair oils on a daily basis. Once rinsed, I'm using the Noughty Magic Frizz conditioner. I've been using both of these every other wash or so for a couple of months now. I do like them, but nothing major to report in terms of defrizzing, probably due to the lack of silicones. I have learned that I think my hair does like silicones. I'm then scrunching and leaving this to soak for a few minutes before rinsing it out with the squish method. I gently towel dried the ends and then I applied my leave-in conditioner, which I prefer to apply with my hands. I ran out of hair oil, so I'm just going straight in with the Eco Styler gel. This is how much I used, and I scrunched it in, starting at the bottom and working my way up. Feels really thick and sticky, like I don't even want to put it in my hair, but we're going to commit. Feels gross. I honestly feel like that could have been too much. Doesn't seem to be absorbing into my hair. It's kind of just all stickily clumping together, so I definitely don't think I need any more. What's left of this kind of sticky residue on my hands, I'm just going to kind of scrunch into just sort of the back area of my head. My hair is naturally parted to the side, so that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I like that it's gone into very defined chunks of hair, but it does feel very sticky, so I am apprehensive to see how this will dry. Let it air dry a little bit and then I'm going to diffuse it the rest of the way. I'm using the Babyliss Platinum Diamond hair dryer with the diffuser attachment, which is the one I got back when I started my curly girl journey, and I'm actually just using it on a medium setting. The best way I like to use it is to just gather as much of my hair as I possibly can and put it all to the back. I actually haven't diffused my hair in years. This is the first time. I actually can't believe it. Because I hate diffusing, it takes forever. Sometimes I find diffusing can frizz up my hair if I'm not careful, so I have to be super gentle. I prefer to just let my hair air dry, which is why I do the curly girl method in the summer mainly. So as you can see, I'm just being super gentle because I don't want to disturb the curl pattern. What is this? My hair doesn't actually look like my hair. It actually doesn't feel like there's any cast in my hair at all. I don't know if it evaporated or it's just been absorbed into my hair, but it doesn't feel like super crunchy. I thought it would because it felt like there was so much in my hair. It actually feels like there's nothing in my hair. There's not even anything to crunch out. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the result, considering how sticky and chunky it felt when I put this in. I feel like with trying out new products, you have to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt because I feel like your hair goes through its own cycle of good hair days, bad hair days, and sometimes the products you use are not having the main effect. Like, I genuinely feel like hair goes through a cycle, like its own little menstrual cycle, where it's just like feeling like crap, it's all a mess, it doesn't work, and then it goes through a cycle where it's looking really good and you can't even explain it. So it could be the particular products I used in the last few weeks on the lead up. I can see why people use it, but let's take a closer look at the ingredients. Researching the ingredients turned out to be a roller coaster ride. Now stay with me because this is where it gets interesting. I am not an expert, so take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. These were the ingredients flagged by a few people on social media many years ago, but a few people have since come out and said that a lot of these ingredients are commonly used in many beauty products and aren't actually that harmful. For example, some of these can be skin irritants, but the product is not meant to go on your skin. If you're applying it correctly, it shouldn't even touch your scalp. It's very easy to get down a rabbit hole with ingredients, and a lot of ingredients do have toxic sides to them if they're used in specific quantities or mixed with specific ingredients. But for the most part, I feel like it's very mysterious and a lot of us can get things wrong and get down a rabbit hole. So some of these can cause irritation due to an allergic reaction, but only a very small percentage of people could actually be allergic. So I decided to check the ingredients on the Think Dirty app, which I've never used before, and it actually labeled a lot of these ingredients that people had flagged as green, meaning pretty safe. I also looked a little bit further into some of these ingredients and I didn't find anything crazy bad come up about them, but again, I didn't look that far, okay? I just skimmed the surface. But then of course, I realized that the formula has actually changed and there is a new bottle. So I found the new one on Superdrug, but the image was too blurry to scan or read the ingredients. So I found a clearer image on Amazon with this list of ingredients. I scanned it using the app, but I guess the bottle wasn't registered yet, so I had to research the ingredients elsewhere. But then I found out that the Superdrug page ingredients had different ingredients, which looked different from the bottle. So I checked Boots and the ingredients looked even more different. So I checked the bottle on the Boots page. Again, different ingredients. They did look the same as the Superdrug image though, but different from the Amazon one. So to settle this for good, I went to the EcoStyler website, but could not find a list of ingredients anywhere and not even an image of the back of the bottle. So where do we go from here? I decided to check Ulta, who didn't have a picture of the back of the bottle, but who did have a list of the ingredients that actually matched the bottle from Superdrug and Boots. But why is the Amazon one different, but they're both on the new bottle? My theory is that they have been experimenting with their formula, and because stock can be in Amazon warehouses for a long time, I'm guessing this is just an older version of the new version. As for the listed ingredients on the Boots and Superdrug website, I have no idea why these include different formulations, different ingredients, so let's just ignore them and go with the one listed on the back of the bottle from most of the drugstores. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps. So let's do a rough rundown of the ingredients. I'm going to leave all the sources below of where I got this information, by the way. First is water, self-explanatory, then carbomer. This is considered very safe. It increases the viscosity of the product.
Then I thought maybe, just maybe, you could raise the viscosity,
making it like a gel. This one is olive oil. PVP, this one was one of the ones that was flagged as orange on the Think Dirty app. It said it can be damaging to sensitive lungs if particles of it are inhaled, which is why it can be considered as toxic. But because it's in a gel, it's not in like a spray or an aerosol, I don't imagine that it's particularly being inhaled in this product. And PVP is used to create a coating over the hair and hold a style by inhibiting moisture absorption. This one is basically aloe juice. Glycerin, this is considered very safe. It's used in lots of things. It's even actually used in food as a sweetening agent and flavor enhancer. In products, it's used as an emollient and conditioning agent. It's also a humectant, it's a lubricant, it's a preservative, it's antimicrobial, it's a solvent. It does lots and lots of things, which is why it's used in lots of things. Polysorbate 20, this is one of the ones that was flagged. I didn't look into it a whole lot, but from what I've found, it seems to be fairly safe, but don't quote me on that. They haven't taken it out of the new formula, so I'm guessing it's not as toxic as people are saying it is. Otherwise, I imagine they would have replaced it with maybe something different. It's used as an emulsifier and a surfactant, which helps combine ingredients. Hydrolyzed wheat protein. Again, this is one of the natural ones. It's used as a skin and hair conditioning agent. It's film forming, it's anti-static, it helps give hair shine and manageability, and it's composed of amino acids. Tetrasodium EDTA is another one that was flagged. I am not sure why, but this is basically a water-soluble chelating agent. Chelating agents, it helps to soften water and it's used to preserve formulas. Fragrance. This is marked as red in the Think Dirty app because certain regulations don't require you to list all of the ingredients that goes into a fragrance, and every fragrance is going to be slightly different. Almost always comes up as red, in inverted commas, bad ingredient, because it can be drying on your hair, it can be drying on your skin. Again, fragrances are used in so many things. They are everywhere. They're even in some of the foods we eat. So unless you were like totally against any toxins, it's probably not too harmful to you. But again, we don't always know what's in certain fragrances. Benzophane 4, don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's used used as a photoprotectant, which basically protects the color of the product from sunlight because it's in a clear bottle. I cannot pronounce this one. Phenoxyethanol. This is another emollient. It also has a deodorant effect and it feels nice on the skin too. Ethyl hexyl glycerin. This is used because it boosts the effectiveness of the above ingredient, the phenoxyrat. I'm going to try and say it. I didn't look too much into this one, but on the website I did look at, it didn't say anything bad about it. Potassium hydroxide. This is very alkaline. It's used to help set the pH balance. And yellow 5. This is another one that came up as a flagged ingredient. This is basically just what gives its color. Again, this is one of the ones that some people might have an allergic reaction to. Out of the original ingredients, they did take out the triethanolamine, which was another one that was flagged. This was a pH stabilizer, so I'm guessing they replaced it with the potassium hydroxide, which maybe is just a less taboo or safer version. I have no idea. They also took out sodium hydroxymethylglycinate, and they took out benzoyl benzoate, which is another type of fragrance that some people can be sensitive to, but you don't have to worry about that anymore because it's no longer in it. And then also they used to have Love and Pride on the end of the original bottle, and they don't have that anymore, but I quite like that addition. Good morning. Today we're going to be doing second day hair. Last night I just put it up in a bun. I just put it back to wash my face and do my makeup. Okay, so I know it looks messy, but there's like not a whole lot of frizz. Like for me, this is pretty good. It looks wild, but like it's not frizzy. This is actually like a miracle. I don't know if it was the gel or if it was a particular way that I washed my hair this time. We're gonna zhuzh up my hair now. I'm first just gonna finger detangle. I'm not going through my hair with my fingers. I'm just like with my nails, shaking it out. I'm nervous to spray water in it because I feel like it's gonna frizz up, but we have to do this because this is how we revive the curls. Okay, this is how we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it to dry and see how it looks. Okay, I'm back. My hair has now dried. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a scrunch. Teensy bit of a gel cast come back. Not really much. So this is the finished result of day 2. It's looking really good. I like it. It feels like first day hair. For me, this is really, really good. Hopefully it looks okay. I always struggle with the back of my hair. I feel like I don't even need serum, but just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put a little bit in. Okay, so this is after the serum is on. Good morning. We are on day 2 hair. 3rd day? I don't know, I lose track. I'm at Lewis's house, so I am doing the best that I can with a makeshift tripod. I usually sleep with my hair in a bun if I'm doing the curly girl method, but I took my hair out of the bun in the middle of the night because I had a headache. It actually doesn't look bad at all. Like, it's got these beautiful waves. This is a miracle for my hair. Considering I just slept with it like down for most of the night, rolling around, I was tossing and turning. I was having sleep paralysis. That's a story for another day. There's a video about that on my channel if you're interested about that. I was having a bad night and still there is no frizz. Like, look, how does my hair look so good? I have no idea. I've done nothing to it. All I did was put it in a bun this morning so I could wash my face, do my makeup. So I actually have forgotten my spritzing bottle, so I'm gonna just use water on my hands to scrunch this into my hair, which is what I would do normally if I don't have like a spritzing bottle. And I'm also gonna add a little bit more of my I'm gonna add like 3 sprays per each half of my hair. I'm gonna let it dry and hopefully we can keep the frizz at bay. I'm back. This is what my hair looks like. It's just like pretty natural waves. There's like a small canopy of frizz, but it's like the kind of frizz that is totally manageable. At 4th day hair, it was starting to look a little ratty and it was really greasy and gross at the roots. So rather than refreshing it, I decided to wash it again as we needed to be somewhere that day. But here is something I noticed. I continued using Eco Styler after each wash. I did find that my hair was starting to feel really dry a couple of days after the 3rd use. Admittedly, it wasn't applied properly. I only applied a small amount to half-dried hair. I didn't have a diffuser. It was a windy day, lots of friction and traveling. I was very busy, so obviously I didn't get the same results. But this is a couple of days after and it did feel really dry, and I found these tiny bits of dried residue residue from the gel. Maybe because I didn't apply it properly, but who knows? I just didn't like how it felt. Which brings me to my conclusion. I did love the results when I had the time to dry it properly, but I think it could be a bit drying for my hair, especially if it's left on my hair for many days in a row, which I tend to do because I like to go longer between washes. So for my hair, I don't feel it's a good idea to use this consistently. I think I'd be better off with a more nourishing gel with better quality ingredients, just because my hair is so difficult. But I will use it again because it did make my hair look good, but I think I will get the best results from using it just every once in a while. I do think this is worth trying, or even just having as a backup to use when you're in a pinch, because it's so affordable and it delivered the goods. I post more off-topic content over on my second channel, and I have a whole library of more content, more vlogs over on my Patreon, as well as loads of my old videos that you can no longer find on my channel are on there too. So go check that out. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.